Previously on Sailing Bohemia. The captain hired a car for the day and promised the first mate a day trip around town.
And all I'm gonna see is the Home Depot and Costco and hardware stores.
We picked up all our supplies for the boat projects ahead, as well as a new toy or two.
Just like Jesus Christ, we're gonna turn rosé into champagne.
The first mate had a come-to-Jesus moment as Bohemia's factory of fizz opened its doors.
Champagne for everyone!
The boat projects began with Bohemia's mini bowsprit. And we helped our friend Julian haul out his beautiful Passport 42, boundless.
So is this a sailboat?
This is sailboat, yeah. The first clue is the white pointy thing that goes up there.
Well, we've really settled into the marina life faster than ever. Everything is out and the boat is unusable. Long may it continue. It got really hard for the first mate to keep that face up all day long, so he had to have it printed on a cushion. It is oil change time again. And I gotta say, thank you so much to Bohemia's previous owners for leaving us this lovely gift. Oil changes don't get easier than this. Watch. There it is. Old oil out. Without having to lift a finger. Thank you.
I'm determined to make our shower seat beautiful again. I've been trusted with heavy tools. And now varnishing. Only 9 coats to do. It's going to be the prettiest shower seat ever. Might be a bit slippery.
The first mate's promised to polish it every day. On his rounds.
You'll be able to see your butt in it. Or your face, whatever you prefer. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is shiniest of them all? This is probably the prettiest and shiniest shower seat you've ever seen. The problem is, I have done such a good job that the captain made a demand that now I varnish the cockpit table as well. So let that be a lesson to you, first mates. Never ever do a good job. Now I will be sanding and varnishing for the next few days. But at least our seat is pretty. That's right, still varnishing. Coat number 4.
Can't see my face in it yet. It's gonna need another 4.
Me neither. And ta-da! Look at that! How shiny is that, huh? Let's see how many years that's gonna last.
Not bad. You could eat your dinner off that.
No need for plates.
Speaking of dinner.
Oh, time to go down below, is it? Seriously, I should have never done a good job with the shower seat. Shower seat, table, now this. Thank God we don't have any more teak on board. Sand, sand, sand.
Funny you should mention that. Since you did such a good job, I was thinking about getting a teak deck.
Can you imagine? Oh.
That'll keep him out of trouble.
Welcome to the marina.
Loosening up the rigging so that we keep the mast pointing up. Well, here we are. Step 1 of our project to transform Bohemia into the motorboat that she always could have been. I've taken off the shroud on the port side to rebed this fitting, and I found a ton of corrosion underneath it. So I've been like sanding it all down and scooping it all out to figure out if this fitting is actually still good or if we need to try really hard to get a new one down here in Mexico. But it looks okay, and so I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to leave it bronze effect because I can't get it replated anywhere. So it's just going to be a bit of bling on deck. Something else for the first mate to polish on his rounds. Somebody sold me a magic chain plate at the market. Apparently there's a genie about to come out any second. Gonna turn him into the new first mate. Bohemia is gonna have the shiniest standing rigging in the marina. Just needs to stay standing. The wind has really picked up and I got it propped up with halyards right now, supporting the mast. So let's hope I get it back together pretty quick. Well, today's job is drilling into our beautiful floorboards. It's a high pressure moment. My paranoia is during our Pacific crossing that all these heavy things, the heavy items we got stored under our floorboards are going to come loose in the big seas or when we're knocked down by a big wave. And what I'm doing here to prepare for that is bolting the floorboards down essentially. I've got some little lips here that I've installed. So each floorboard that can be is like slotted under a nearby one so that this is located firmly. And the second thing that I'm doing is drilling these floor anchors, which is like a specialized product for this job, through these floorboards. So they're just going to be slotted in like that, a little bolt through that we can turn with a coin or a screwdriver. Underneath, I've had to put some blocks of wood here. Just blocks of hardwood that we've got hold of that I made, and I'm going to be drilling into those and hopefully measuring the right dimensions so I drill through that and not through the fiberglass liner of the boat. So that's the plan for today. So hopefully if we get hit by a huge knockdown wave, then all of our heavy stuff, our floorboards, our cabin sole is going to stay right where we left it. Well, one down, about 30 more to go. It's going to be a long day. Well, we picked an out-of-the-way spot to test it on, but I'm really pleased with how flush it mounts, and it looks really neat. So I just need to pay careful attention and not get distracted with the other 20 odd of these that have got to go in, and hopefully Bohemia's cabin sole isn't going to look like a bomb's hit it.
Well, finally we are going to Puerto Vallarta to explore the town. You would not believe how much begging I had to do to stop on the boat works and actually have a day off.
Can't stop. Can't stop. Ah, daylight. What's going on out here? Where are we? I'm really excited to check out the old town in Puerto Vallarta. I've heard so much about it. It's supposed to be a beautiful place, and I can't wait to get down there and see it. The maintenance can wait for a while. We arrived at the beautiful Puerto Vallarta Malecon, or seaside walkway, filled with shops and sculptures. No need to go to sea to see these whales. They come up right to you. That's refreshing. Taste of krill. We were blown away by the bright colours of the trees in full blossom and the vibrant old town. Time for second breakfast, I think. Second is always the best.
Just like the husband. Still on my first year.
Wouldn't know. I wasn't expecting such a workout today. This town is lovely, but it reminds us so much of a tropical San Francisco. The steep hillsides, the little parks in the middle of the streets, and the workout whenever you have to go anywhere.
Welcome to Puerto Vallarta. I should have taken the seasickness pills.
Watch out for the crocodiles. The large seafront in Puerto Vallarta is filled with restaurants, spas, and places to relax in the sun.
So we're just talking whether we should bring Bohemia here and anchor for the day.
Maybe a bit rolling.
I don't think it's an anchorage for our sensitive captain.
Don't know what he means.
Well, I just don't know where to go. I'm so confused. Did I take the wrong street?
Yeah, 20 years ago, mate.
Just a little drink, he says. Cheers.
What better way to finish our day out on the town than with the best margaritas and salsa we've ever had?
Muchas gracias.
And you do salsa and margarita, okay?
Thank you.
It's really tough going to a marina and being as famous as we are. So we've got the perfect solution. We're going to walk around incognito. Perfect. Peace at last. Well, the first mate's just nipped off to the shops, which has given me chance to set up our temporary metalworking shop on the dockside. It's the first time I've used this little inverter stick welder, and it's pretty handy. I just love the idea of being able to carry it with us for emergency repairs should they be needed to any of my other shoddy jobs. This is an alternator bracket that I made 3 years ago, and it's in desperate need of a bit of reinforcement, especially with the lithium batteries which I'm going to fit next week. I have a feeling the alternator is going to be working pretty hard after that. As the first mate always says, why do a job once when you can do it 3 times? And that's definitely a policy I subscribe to with my maintenance. Good practice for the welding too. Well, here it is, the moment of truth. I've got my blind date outfit ready, so let's see if it works. Well, it's a good job I didn't enter it in the welding beauty contest, but I got a good few layers of weld on there and it's pretty solid, so it should last us a lifetime. All done, I'm really pleased with it. You can't even see what's changed. I painted it all red so it looks like it was always that way. The engine's going to be purring like a cat now. She's got her new injectors in and new alternator bracket. It's going to be just like new. You mark my words. It wasn't all work in the marina, and we were lucky to have a visit from friends Martin and Renate. Now you're ready for the South Pacific.
Oh yeah.
Little dance, and for you now you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Exciting, huh?
It is exciting.
Yeah. Champagne for everyone.
Martin and Renate aboard SV Taiko are dear friends of ours whom we met in the Sea of Cortez last summer. They were about to depart on their grand journey home to New Zealand via French Polynesia. Taiko is a very special 36-foot sailboat featuring a beautiful junk rig and sails that Martin and Renate stitched themselves. The junk rig requires almost no standing rigging and is very practical to sail short-handed. After a quick check of the sails, Martin and Renate were ready to sail off into the sunset, and we wished them fair winds and following seas. If you are enjoying our episodes and would like to buy us a drink, then please head over to www.patreon.com/Sailing Bohemia, where you'll find a small menu of our favorite cocktails to choose from. Special thanks in this episode go to our latest patrons, Mike and Deborah from the Pacific Northwest. Thank you so much, and here's to you.
Cheers.
If you enjoyed this episode, then please don't forget to tell YouTube all about it by commenting, liking, and sharing. See you next time.